Hi, I'm Steve from Yamaha, and I'm here today with gak.co.uk. Very, very proud to present the new Yamaha Reface DX model. Okay, the DX shares a lot of the other bits from the other Reface family. So, okay, it's light, it's extremely portable, you can run it off batteries, it's got little mini speakers here, you can sit outside in the garden on a nice day and just jam away without having to lug headphones out. But the sound belies its size. Okay, it's huge. Plug this into a system or through headphones, it's got massive, massive output, really great converters in it. The keyboard is actually really properly playable, been properly designed by piano players. Okay, not many mini-keyed keyboards can actually play and respond as well as these two, so I'm really happy to be able to talk to you guys about it today. Okay, what we've got here is the DX. Doesn't need that much introduction. The DX stems from the DX7 range in the 80s and hugely respected. Okay, I mean, it's an FM synthesizer, so there's not really that much in hardware that covers FM. And this is a 4-operator FM synth with 8 voice polyphony and 2 effect slots. So you can have modulations, reverbs, delays, distortions, and you can have sort of like 2 delays or 2 distortions if you're going to mess up your sound. So you've got 2 effect slots. You can switch between mono and 8-note polyphony if you want to get some portamento and glide going. But as it stands, yeah, basics, 4-operator FM proper synth. Okay, so it's really spot on. Harking back to the 80s, it's got the same sort of design. This one's actually the only one of the Reface models that have got presets and a screen. So you've got touch sensitive sliders, you've got a full backlit screen which gives you loads of information, and it's got 32 presets split into 4 banks of 8. So yeah, it's a very reusable instrument. And a lot of the sounds from here are taken from the Heritage DX range. So there's lots of things you'll recognise and think, hang on a minute, I've heard that in many an 80s pop or sort of film soundtrack. What I'm going to do, I'll run you over the front panel. Okay, so starting from here, obviously you've got your mini speakers, you've got a pitch bend wheel, sort of pitch bend lever here for thumb control. Then you've got the volume and octave switch sliders. We then have data entry, so you've got 4 touch sensitive increment and decrement data sliders which will change relating to what's on the screen. Okay, then you've got a lovely backlit sort of kind of blue and white retro screen which gives you loads of information. It's pretty nice screen, to be honest. You then move to the FM section where you can switch between editing frequency, level, algorithms. So you've got 12 algorithms of how the FM operators interact with each other. So you can go to the algorithm mode and flick between them to get real changes in timbre and changes in sound quite quickly without having to go into deep editing, which is cool. And then you've got the feedback button where you can feedback each operator between I think triangle and square waves and sort of get some real different sort of sounds going there. You then got your voice mode, so you've got your bank and then deep edit buttons, so you can really get involved on the board. And by the time they hit the streets, there should be a editor available as well to make FM editing even easier, which is quite important. And then we've got function and effect, so you click on effect and I can go through my reverbs, my distortions, my touch wah again, which is the same spectral component modelling, sort of touch wah from the CP range, very nice. Your choruses, your flanges, and your phasers and your delays. So it's really nice and easy. You've got the facility to store, overwrite your patches on here, and you've also got a looper function where you can build up loops, overwrite them, overplay them, and then fiddle with the sounds rather than trying to do it while you're playing. Okay, so that's the DX in a nutshell. Let's have a listen to some sounds. Okay, kicking off with a very typically FM sound. Okay, so it's called Digi Funk. We're really back in the 80s now. Okay, so let's go for some leads. Okay, so you've got your leads. There's another lead here. You've got your sort of bell sort of sounds, which DX and which FM does really well. going through some more of the modern cutting sounds, you've got this bass sound here. Let's drop the octave. Okay, so we've got lots of different sounds catered for. You've got some pads. Let's bring the octave back up. So it's pretty capable. We're going to go on to another bank, and you've got the typical DX sort of EPs. And again, some really classic basses. So yeah, very cool. Let's just do another couple of tries. Let's have a look at this one here. Here we are, Feel It. Very nice. So let's ramp the octave down again. Lovely. So that's the DX.